Guess what's back? The Angelbird 1TB compact CFexpress Type A card. My absolute favorite memory card for photography. I've been using the previous version, the previous generation of Angelbird CF Type A 1TB card for quite some time now, and honestly, I love it. It's fast, reliable, and perfect for my wedding photography needs. So I was actually pretty shocked when they suddenly discontinued it. No explanation, like just gone. But now it's back. They re-released it, made it 2 times faster, and kept the same price. Also, they released SE version, which is the same speed as the old one, and the new memory card reader. That's the one. And that one supports faster transfer speeds. And it's like, what? 3 times smaller than the previous version. Look at this. That's the difference. But the big question is, will I actually benefit from all those speed improvements? If you're new around here, my name is Magic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a destination wedding photographer, and I have been shooting weddings all around the world for the last 13 years. And the last 4 of those years, I've been also doing this YouTube channel where I share my knowledge and experience with you. So please subscribe if you're into wedding photography and gear. Just a quick intro about all these CF Type A cards, so we're on the same page. CF Type A meaning Compact CFexpress Type A cards. This is the fastest card type you can use with the modern Sony cameras. Back in 2020, Sony introduced this dual memory card slot with Sony a7S III that I'm using to record this video that takes either regular SD cards or CF Type A card. And then it came to other cameras like A7 IV, A7R5, A1, A9 III, and but basically any modern camera, current generation Sony camera does have CF Type A card slot. The best part is that you can mix those cards however you want and use the slots for both types of cards, which is really convenient. If you want to go cheap, you can use 2 regular SD cards, and if you want to go fast, you can use CF Type A cards. Typical CF Type A card is around 2 times faster than the fastest SD card, giving you shorter time of clearing the buffer in your camera and then faster transfer speeds to your computer. So the benefits are real. I personally have been using a mix of both type of these cards. In one slot, I always have 1TB CF Type A card, the old one from Angelbird, and in the second slot, I mostly use Sony TAF SD 256GB cards. And since I'm recording RAW files to both cards simultaneously, I'm actually not getting the benefits of using CF Type A cards in the camera, since I always have to wait until photos are saved to the slower SD card before I can take more photos. With my current setup, which is A9 III, this isn't a big deal, as files are 24 megapixels and this camera can hold up to 250 raw photos in the buffer. But with A7R5 shooting full res 61 megapixel files, or with A1 II, it might be more noticeable and might slow down you when shooting. The reason I use SD card in my second slot is just for convenience. My MacBook Pro has SD memory card built in, and there's always a memory card reader around if you're with other photographers. So if I need to copy files and I forget my CF Type A reader, I will most likely be able to copy the files through SD card. But then when I'm copying full weddings back in my office, when I go back from the wedding, I will always use CF Type A card and reader so I can copy my photos back to computer really fast. Just to give you the comparison, copying 1000 raw photos takes around 1 minute. Okay, 30 gigabytes. It takes around 1 minute. So the average real speed is for me around 460-500 megabytes per second. So full wedding, that's usually 300 gigabytes, takes maybe 10 minutes to copy, which is 2 or even 3 times faster than if you do it from SD card. But the memory card, the 1TB Angelbird one that I've been using and recommending for everyone, got actually discontinued last year, and a few months later we got this new versions. We actually do have 2 lines of CF Type A cards now from Angelbird. We have AV Pro and AV Pro SE. AV Pro line has 3 storage options: 256 GB, 512 GB, and 1 TB. I have the 1 TB version. Then the AV Pro SE line has 2 storage options: 160 GB and 330 GB. I have the 330 GB version. While AV Pro is rated at more than double the speed of SE, when you put these cards in your camera, in my case A9 III, there's 0 difference. This is SE card, full buffer, compressed RAW files, A9 III. It clears 250-ish photos in around 11 seconds. This is AV Pro card, the same amount of photos, also 11 seconds. And this is my old 1 TB card, also 11 seconds. Why is that, you might ask? Because the current generation of cameras do not actually support the speed of this new card. We probably need to wait for, I'm guessing, A7R6 for the newer CF Type A slot that could actually benefit, from the speed of these cards. And there was a rumor for some time that A1 II will have the new faster slot, but it does not have a faster slot. It has exactly the same speed in terms of the memory cards as the A9 III, so the results are going to be very similar. The speed, it's out there, it's in the card, but the bottleneck is camera in my case, and in every case at this point, which is January 2025. Okay, but this new CF Type A card is also faster in read speed, meaning the copying files to the computer is going to be faster. So again, for example, instead of waiting 10 minutes for entire wedding to be copied, I'm going to wait 5 minutes. That's a big difference. So I tested it out on my computer with the new Angelbird reader, copying 1000 raw photos back to my SSD on my MacBook Pro. And with the SE card, we're hitting around 560 megabytes per second, which is nice. 1000 photos take around 1 minute. Now let's put the faster card in that reader. Copying the same amount of photos, the same type of photos, we're hitting slightly less than 500 megabytes per second. The whole process takes just slightly bit longer than a minute. So wait, why aren't we getting double the speed? Here's the catch. The Angelbird reader uses the standard called USB-C 3.2 Gen 2x2, which is a specific standard capable of 20 gigabits per second speeds. However, none of the current generation Apple computers, including MacBook Pros, the new ones, or Mac Minis, fully support that format. Apple standards, however, for high-speed data is Thunderbolt 4 or 5, depending on the machine, which offers even higher speed. But this reader is not Thunderbolt. So to truly take advantage of the faster speeds this card offers on a Mac computer, we would need a Thunderbolt reader. Without that, even with the faster card, the current reader will always be limited by the port's maximum capability. I found 2 manufacturers that offer this kind of readers. One is Lexar and the other one is OWC. So personally for me, a Mac user, it's better to actually get one of these readers instead of Angelbird one. It is a little bit disappointing because I love the design and the idea behind the Angelbird PKT reader. It's tiny, it has this cover so it can close. You have this switch that can act as read-only for safety of your cards, and it also has sustained speeds so you can use it as on-the-go storage with your computer. I just wish it was Thunderbolt so I would be able to use it and literally use the double of the speed of the card. Having said that, there's a whole bunch of Windows machines that do offer that USB 3.2 standard, so make sure to check yours if you want to consider this reader and if you want to take the full advantage of that reader. Taking all of this into account, what is my actual recommendation? Even though I'm currently not going to benefit from the speed of 1 terabyte, the new 1 terabyte card, I still think this is the best deal out there. At the same price as previously, so $500, we get 1 terabyte of memory that is capable of double the speed. So if not in current generation cameras, like probably in future. So this is a very future-proof solution. And also, if I get the proper Thunderbolt reader for my computer or will replace my computer with PC machine, I can double my transferring speed back to my computer from the card. When looking at the whole Angelbird lineup, the price per gigabyte is still the best with that 1 terabyte version. The second place goes to 512 gigabyte version card, and the third goes to that slower SE card, 330 gigabytes. So my honest recommendation would be either 1 terabyte or 512, as this is the best deal per gigabyte with the top possible speed of that card. If you don't need the speed, you still get amazing results with the SE card, but it's not as cost efficient if we're talking about price per gigabyte. For those of you who are not sure at all which memory card to get for your A7 IV or A7 R5 camera, I have created videos with my breakdowns and recommendations for this specific cameras. Thanks so much for watching this video, and yeah, I will see you soon. Ciao.